Learn from an attorney how to properly report a bully so that even if the first person blows you off, you, the victim, can still end up the winner. Kids, get your parents. They need to see this. Hi, I'm Stacey Storino, an attorney since 1998, certified life coach since 2015, and the leader in legal coaching that turns people into effective advocates for themselves and their loved ones when they're bullied, special needs, or both. Woman 101 stands for wisdom that turns victims into victors. Now, let's get down to how to properly report a bully. Stay tuned until the end of the video so that you can learn about a method to stop bullies after all else fails. Yep, there is a method. Okay, so I've helped people escape bullying, stalking, harassment, assault and battery, and so on for years. I've helped kids and adults in school and out of school. It's been nearly 20 years of me doing so, and the advice hasn't changed from 1998 to the current time, okay? So listen up. I don't care who they are. I don't care what they're doing to you. The advice is get away to safety and report them immediately to the nearest adult if you're the bullied student. Then insist on calling your parents or guardians and getting them involved ASAP. I know you might be afraid to do it, but every study and survey proves that bullying will only escalate or worsen if you don't. And in my experience, in most cases, once you show that you're serious about stopping the bully, they'll stop. Bullies want easy prey. If you're not easy, especially if you're nipping things in the bud, they'll go off in search of easier prey. If you've let things go, hoping they'd stop and they haven't, well, it proves my point that doing nothing just breeds more bullying, right? Anyway, let's say that you're in the classroom and someone bullies you. You obviously should tell the teacher. The teacher will either listen to you or they won't. They'll either do something about it then and there or they won't. Either way, start with them, no matter what. Be sure to say that you're going to the principal's office next. That's right. So if the teacher blows you off, you're going over their head. Even if the teacher is helpful, tell them that you're very upset and want to speak to the principal immediately. If the teacher won't let you go, then just make a point to get to the principal ASAP after class lets out. You're not messing around. Get to the principal as soon as you can so that your memory is fresh when you make your verbal report. In the meantime, jot down some notes about the bullying incident. Again, while your recollection is fresh, you want to include everything that relates to the 5 W's and the H: who, what, when, where, why, and how. Hey, you may or may not know why things happened the way that they did, but anything that you can write down in terms of background having to do with your bullying is important. You'll need to share this with the teacher, the principal, and yes, your parents, because that's where you're going next. Do not give up your notes until you're at home and can turn them in to your parents, who should keep a bullying file. If a teacher or a principal presses you, say that you need to turn over the notes to your parents. And if they press harder, say your parents' attorneys. That usually will have them back down. Once you're in the principal's office, call your parents. If you have a phone, then of course, call your parents directly ASAP. Share the information that you've got in your notes with your parents and ask them to jot these facts down too. Then once you're home, your parents have got to write a letter about the bullying incident to formally document it. The letter should be sent certified mail, return receipt requested to the school. It should be addressed to your teacher and the principal. What do you do if the teacher, let's say, didn't want to help or was nasty to you? That's okay. Then your parents need to send the letter addressed to, again, the teacher and the principal. But this time, they should add in the superintendent and the school board too. They'll then send one copy to your school directly and another to the school district office. You need to document each and every occurrence of bullying, period. And having adults get involved in a cool, calm, collected, cut and dry way is key. If there are any witnesses that you know of who will help you, have them do the same thing you're doing. And have their parents do the same thing your parents or guardians are doing in terms of documenting everything in writing. When you report this to the principal and share details with your parents, be as detailed as possible and be sure to list all of your injuries and anything that you may have lost or had damaged that isn't a part of your body too. Did you lose a phone? Did the bully steal a necklace? I don't even care if it's a pencil. Record it. Share that information with the school authorities. And have your parents keep a copy of their correspondence to the school and, where applicable, school district. If things don't go your way, you'll need it to take action against the school and/or you'll need it as evidence towards gaining an order of protection against your bullies. Yes, in many states, you can get an order of protection against people as young as 8 to 10 years old. It's true. So report every single incident and document too whether the incidents are increasing in terms of quantity, quality, or both. The moment you suffered physical injury of any kind, your parents must call the police and it must be treated seriously. Every single time. Finally, if you think that the evidence is motivated due to disability, race, religion, sexual orientation, or you're being transgender, be sure to list it in your notes, in the letters that are sent, etc. You might not only be able to get the police involved, but the district attorney's office, and even if you do have a hate crime on your hands, the attorney general's office. If the bullies don't stop right away after the first time that you report them, eventually they will. Even if your loved ones have to raise the roof first, the more evidence you collect, the easier shutting down your bullies will be. Eventually, school will punish them. And if they actually inflict serious bodily injury, well, in America, that can be grounds for them getting expelled. The police can arrest them. Local justice court, or actually any level of court, can issue an order of protection to help you both in school and out of it. And the bullies or their parents can possibly be held responsible on a criminal basis, civil basis, or both. Do not give up, but just know that if you do nothing, things will get worse. So why not shut those bullies down once and for all? Gaining a support system that exists both on the school campus and off of it can keep a bullied kid safer. And when all else fails, it's time to call in the cavalry, meaning having at least one adult who can serve as your advocate with the school system and, if need be, the police and the court system. You can't ignore bullying. It won't go away. Every study and survey shows that avoidance has no upside when it comes to bullying. And I've got a system called the Enemy Remedy that can help you or the ones who love you out big time. So make sure you check out the link down below in this video's show notes for more details. I would love to hear from you. Have you ever suffered bullying and not reported it? Why or why not? Can you see now that reporting your bullies might actually cause them to stop? Share down below and let's have all of the Woman 101 Wise Owls love up on you and give you support. And if you like this content, please remember to support me on Patreon so I can keep providing new material on a regular basis to help victims of bullying everywhere. Remember, Woman 101 stands for wisdom, turning victims into victors. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video and share this with anyone you know who could use some support. Woman 101, be wise with your heart.